Welcome to Phoenix. We are so pleased to have GreenBiz in our community and to see the incredible energy that is happening. I hope if you're visiting Phoenix for the first time that you will get to enjoy our beautiful city and that we will welcome you back time and time again. Thank you to Joel and Trellis for once again choosing our city to host this event. It's my pleasure to welcome you and share some of our favorite things about our city, whether it be our James Beard award-winning restaurants or a hike in our gorgeous mountain preserves. We're really proud to have more acres of parkland than any other city in the United States, so we hope you get out and enjoy the gorgeous mountain preserves. And you may have noticed we do February weather pretty well. Thank you. The ultimate Arizona vacation photo is standing next to one of our very tall cacti while wherever you're from has snow. We're also, hopefully you got to see Sky Harbor Airport ranked the #1 airport by the Wall Street Journal and ranked one of the top 4 for sustainability. We're trying to do everything from waste diversion to investing in renewable energy at the airport so that you get a great welcome when you come to our community. For those of you who I haven't met before, I have an unusual background as a mayor. I have an environmental degree and then an MBA, so I feel like I always love green business because it's like I'm with my people. My involvement at the city actually began through our environmental commission, and I see Colin, who has also chaired that, here today. First thing I did at the city was work on our renewable energy standards, particularly around solar, and so hopefully as you take off with your flight, you'll see some of our solar installed on buildings. We just had a wonderful election in 2023 in Phoenix, where our voters voted overwhelmingly to invest more in clean tech, and particularly around solar and heat, as well as the continued support for our open space. And that maybe brings me to one of the comments I hope to leave you with, which we have been in a period of incredible national leadership in our country driving sustainability, and now I think the business community and local government, as well as many states, is really going to step up and be where the action is. As a mayor of a top 5 city, I have many choices about where to spend my time, but I've really decided to focus on sustainability because I think we can get a lot done, and because local business, philanthropy, and academia are going to have to lead the way for the next several years. I have the pleasure of chairing Climate Mayors, which is a group of hundreds of mayors all across the United States that work on climate change. And we're really seeing that cities are going to have to step up in new ways. I represented the United States at U20, G20, which was in South America last year, right after the election. And the questions we got were so specific, like reporters would ask about who was being appointed to Secretary of Energy or Department of Interior. The world was really watching what we're doing in the United States. And I said, we have made progress for decade after decade, and we're going to continue to do so. Folks in the business community are going to have to step up in bigger ways and be more creative. We, as mayors, particularly with climate mayors, are working to help cities get new local funding. How do you continue the progress and new partnerships? And we've had good record with that in Phoenix. This November, we passed a 10-year plan for the city of Phoenix with a record-setting 79% approval, and it said we would try to become the most sustainable desert city in our country. So voters really want to do these things. They care about investments in this area. People who are directing capital at businesses care about sustainability, and so I feel we have a strong foundation for continued progress. Phoenix has some really unique opportunities and challenges. We have had longtime Indigenous leadership on water stewardship and other environmental issues. We're very focused on heat mitigation, and we have some very unique political dynamics. That means we have to focus on multinational partnerships and really try to be pragmatic. There are some issues that are incredibly bipartisan here, like support for solar in America's sunniest city is very bipartisan and broad, and we have other areas that are a little bit more political. That was my sensitized version of that. Yeah. If you don't know much about Phoenix, we have a very diverse economy. Tourism is an important part of it, and you can see why. We also have a burgeoning semiconductor industry and companies that are really leading in developing incredibly energy efficient chips and supply chain innovation. We have a strong electric vehicle industry, and we're the largest autonomous vehicle zone in the world right now. We're putting a big bet on circular economy. No one ever tells the mayor they want more landfills. And we have an incredible partnership with Arizona State University, who may be our most important partner on sustainability, where we're trying to develop a whole campus around the circular economy. We're trying to change the way we do development so that water use policy is at the forefront of decisions, and we've implemented a sustainable desert development policy to try to get more of our beautiful native desert landscaping throughout our community, which tends to be more heat resilient and a perfect match for also just showing off our unique flora and fauna in this community. We also are working on waste diversion with a variety of different companies, including Mill and Recycled City. We're promoting their services in exchange for waste diversion data, which will help us with our goals to half waste by 2030 and achieve zero waste by 2050. We are also working as hard as we can on reducing our greenhouse gas emissions, and so many of our partners are here today, so whether you're helping us collect the data or manage our buildings more efficiently, we really appreciate the partnership. So again, I hope you get a chance to enjoy our beautiful city, taste the diverse food, and enjoy the great culture that is here. We have the largest musical instrument museum and one of the most fabulous museums of Indigenous art anywhere. So if you like museums, you're in a great place. It's also a wonderful season for sports and just outdoor recreation. Thank you so much for your commitment to sustainability, both as a mom and as a mayor. We appreciate the work you're doing here today, and we hope you have an incredible time in Phoenix and an incredible GreenBiz.